Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch a fresh video inside MLB The Show 25. My headset feels weird. Thought I had it flipped on the wrong side. We're good. We're playing the Chicago White Sox. We got a nice victory yesterday, which was a positive because the pitcher that they ran out had a circle change as a first pitch, and that is kind of a nightmare scenario for me, but we were able to figure it out. And we got a comfortable win. Today we roll out Logan Gilbert, 5-1 with a 2.11 ERA. He's going to be taking on Jonathan Cannon, 2-5 with a 5.10 ERA as we get set for game number 2. Let's jump in. Bam. All right, we'll see if we need to do a funky lineup today. Yeah, Julio could use a day off, but I don't know exactly who to put in center. I think we might just have to put in Canzone. You know what? Let's flip a Rosarena there, and then we'll pull Canzone to his natural position. This is going to slow down the lineup quite a bit, so we're going to need to be real attentive. And then we will see kind of who. I think we just throw Canzone in at the 3. So we can move up Rayleigh a little bit. Rosarena, Shenton. I don't know. I feel like there's not a great spot for it. We got to try and figure this lineup out. It's a right-handed starting pitcher, so let's try and use our lefties. Hopefully we get a left-handed starting pitcher tomorrow, and maybe that could help us tinker around with the lineup just a little bit, get some guys some rest, because we do have a big 4-game set coming up against the Houston Astros, and I would like to try and get make sure that we have our regular lineup every day. We get the same thumbnail today. Logan Gilbert's looking for his 6th straight win. Luke Rayleigh hitting .352 over the last 33 games. Polanco .437 over the last 22. Luis Robert Jr. is batting .174 over his last 46, which is 2 games he's missed. What? Luke Rayleigh enters a tie for the league-leading home run total, 17. Kirby had a big game on the mound. Canzone shined in the wind yesterday versus the White Sox. Our starting pitching over the last 25 games, 156.1 innings with a 1.38 ERA, 194 strikeouts. The bullpen over the last 16, 38.2 with a .47 ERA, 42 strikeouts. The White Sox the last 5 games, 5.6 runs a game. That's, I think, a pretty big drop from what we saw yesterday. 261 average and 8 home runs. And that tends to happen when you face us and we only give up 1 run. Athletics and Marlins both win in extra innings. We won our 24th straight game. George Kirby increases AL leads in strikeouts and wins. Shane Bieber fires 8 innings, a 2-hit ball. And Emmanuel Clase picks up AL leading save number 21 in a win versus the Twins. Actually, I thought that we had that one yesterday. 2.5 game lead for the Orioles over the Yankees. The Royals move into first place. Tie with the Guardians, I should say. Mets move within 4 games of the Braves in the NL. And Jonathan Aranda goes to the 60-day IL. Very quick peek at the farm report.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after
Neither of our farm teams are playing very well. I haven't bothered to go look at any of them, though that would be a good thing to do.
So just about set now. And
game number 47 of the season. We are kind of running away with it as we have Jonathan Cannon.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers.
Sinker at 94, sweeper at 83, a cutter at 94. Circle change at 86, and a four-seam at 97.
Victor Robles.
That is a good take to get us started.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Oh, it's a 4 p.m. start?
Ball 2.
Is this game on super early tomorrow? Or today?
Top of the zone.
That's fine. We'll take the cutter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, it is. I'd be able to catch the first.
That misses. Three
No, wait,
walks
that's
and a
my
strike.
time. What? Now I'm confused. Hold on. Lock into this at bat here.
Swing and a miss.
I think we were a little late on that one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
It threw me off because they said 4 o'clock.
On the ground.
But if it's 4 p.m. their time, it's 2 p.m. my time.
One up, one down.
Not great.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Siggy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball
440.
hard,
Ooh,
and they
11-10.
want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be,
we're going to pick up a
the
game,
attitude
Cleveland and
is we
Minnesota
wanna go out there
tomorrow
and
in the
have some fun
third.
with the bat. So we'll see.
Oh, that's a
One
bad
big inning in
swing.
this one, you know, could
Okay,
be all
so
they
he has
need,
gotten
but
2
we'd
outs
like
on
to have
that
multiple
sweeper.
big innings.
It's a really, really bad approach on my part.
To this afternoon's action, 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. Out towards right center.
Go ball,
That's
go.
well
Go ball,
struck.
go. Go ball, go. Go ball, go.
Forget it.
Hey, there's the sweeper. Got too cute, left it over the plate.
He made him pay for
That's
that
the
one.
worst
And that
possible
gives them the
situation
lead.
for
It's
myself.
1-0.
I understand that we get a 1-run lead. We get another solo home run in the first inning. We got rewarded with an early swing, and I think that that's going to lead to some bad outs as we work our way through this game.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of
It's just such a good swing.
Well, this one wasn't hit that
Such a
high,
good
but
swing.
when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now here is Cal Raleigh.
Settle down here.
Hard grounder into the outfield
Okay,
for
what
a
part
knock.
of settle down did you not understand? I know that we got on
Joel
base.
gets on base and keeps it
That's
going.
exactly what I was
Went up
afraid
there
of.
looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now Dominic Canzone. And first
That's a
offering
bad
is fouled
swing.
off. Inside, almost got him.
Liking that sweeper. It is his second best pitch.
2 outs. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Ooh. Canzone back in the lineup after the two
Bounced and that got the
homer day.
pitcher to first, and
Okay.
he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That's not good. This is not good. We're not playing the way we should be. We
And
need
now
to
they'll
slow
hustle out
down
and
here.
check on him. That
They
was
hit their
quite the
pitcher.
shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100 on the ground. And that's foul.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that
It's
one
a good
is
take inside. That's what we need to see a little more of here.
Needs just one
Been able
more
to drive
homer
him up
reach
in the
100
pitch count a
big
little bit, but it
leagues.
wasn't looking good there early.
Swung on, belted.
Is that number 100 for Randy?
There. And
It is!
gone.
Finally! We
It's their
finally
second
get
home
number
run of the inning,
100.
and they boost their lead.
Oh
It's
my
4-0.
goodness, a
Siggy, that's a
3-run
special
blast.
His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive.
And look at this 2-out damage. That is 4 runs in the top of the first.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So now the DH spot, Austin Shenton. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
There's the swing.
Okay,
Good
step
pitch right
out,
there.
step out.
Hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And now
That's outside.
1 and 2.
Low and away.
Making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take.
Wait, what? There's no way Shenton. Is Shenton it? That was a terrible. I got really thrown by the. Okay, so a couple more home runs that we pile on here in this series. Rosarena finally gets to number 100. Can we look at Shenton's numbers? There's no way that we have another 100 home run to hit.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Down the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Hey, Josh Rojas, you've been on the team before.
And that one hit to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw.
Here we go. There's a nice out to start things out. Pop the table on accident.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Andrew Vaughn.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus.
So that's 6, 7, 8 is a good little lefty pitcher opportunity. If I remember correctly, the switch hitter is not particularly good against the left-handers.
Austin Slater in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit in the air left field. Rosarena after it. And he makes the catch.
Not a good jump on that. This is going to be hopefully not terrible outfield, but it does get a reduction in speed, and Rosarena's not at his natural position. And that's a little unfortunate because we already struggle with him in left.
Finds the zone. It's 0-1. Just missed. 2 out, space is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right
there we go.
There
we go.
And good work there as he gets a
that is not where I wanted that fastball at all. I wanted that tight in the corner, but I'll take it. It's fine.
And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Polanco, a former All-Star, 31 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games.
Really likes this sweeper. Let's see if we can get Polanco to 1,000 hits here. 998.
Well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious.
Not going to do it like that. The sweeper way low.
Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to
Right on
first.
top of that sinker.
And
just
Polanco
drove it right
out.
into the ground and spun it.
Batting ninth, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Next to hit, J.P. Crawford.
I thought that was going to be an out.
Here's Victor Robles. First time up, he grounded to third. Swing and a miss.
There's no way. There's no reason to swing at that.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss.
Just a really bad at bat.
No advance.
Really bad at bat.
Now batting.
Here's Donovan Solano.
Second strikeout. That sweeper is so slow. It's a good take.
That one, ball one.
Might be a little bit of funk with the shadow. That's a terrible swing. Not going to be able to do anything with that. In best case scenario, it's ball two.
This to third.
That'll be an out. We are so early on the sweeper. We will head to the middle of the second. Doing nothing there. We do not get, I guess we get a hit. But it's just bad.
Back at right field, bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert Jr.
Gilbert back to work. Robert,
Oh,
Cuba,
come
signed
on.
for the White Sox in May of 2017. The delivery to Robert.
Too slow.
Ground ball right side. He takes it
Nice
on.
play by Raley.
And a quick out number one. And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. One out, bases empty. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent.
There we go. Nice
Fillmore's
slider
a guy
way
that does a good
outside.
job back there in that way. So
Going
people
right on the
really,
edge of the
really
zone.
appreciate
Stretch it
his
out a little bit
consistency.
more.
The
Big
short
swing and a
Two
miss.
down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. That's in there. Strike
That
one.
splitter I'd love to
Off
see
a great
down
start.
in the
He's
zone
really
a little bit
cruising out
more.
there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
The wind and the pitch. And that misses. And the count 2-1. Late
There we
swing
go.
there.
There we go. Let's throw a little curveball.
Tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Ooh.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Darn. I had been throwing a lot of fastballs after the previous, like after the off-speed stuff. Fudge.
Swing at
Pops.
a high fly
No
ball
idea.
right field.
Not
Squeezes
good.
it,
Not good.
and that'll do it.
I almost pulled Robles out of the play there. That was on me. But that's okay. Still nothing going.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Raley.
Yes, we have.
And first offering
too
is
aggressive.
fouled off. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a strike.
Okay. All right, let's work the contact swing in here.
Hard
That's
hit,
what
left
we
field,
want to
base hit.
see.
And a good start to the
It's a
inning.
nice single there. 2 for 2 on the day already for Raley. He was where things got started last time around. It was 2 outs. We haven't done much with our
Tough
1-2
game for him
hitters.
so far, Boog. Another
which is
hit, and
unfortunate.
They've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
And now Cal Raleigh.
No!
This one in the air.
I pulled it. I pulled the PCI down just a touch.
Makes the catch. One away.
That was a good pitch to hit
Now
right down the
batting,
heart of the
left
plate.
fielder,
Had pretty good
Dominic
timing on it.
Manzone.
Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. Now fly ball to right center. Robert
No,
moving under this
no,
one.
no, no, no.
Brings it in. Now a long throw to first.
I thought there were 2 outs. I don't know why I threw myself off there.
Randy Arozarena
Oh,
up
boy.
next for the Mariners.
That was bad.
He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jake Eater appears to be getting loose. Runner on the go. Now he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded.
That was not going to be able to.
And that's a great play.
Slow the fuck down.
Mariners leave 1.
That was going to be a really, really bad steal attempt. I was super late on that.
Here on the south side, bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Brooks Baldwin. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Gilbert.
Just can't nail it where I want it.
He features a
I
slider,
feel like we're throwing it well. We're getting the kind of the
slider,
break that we're looking for,
and
but
occasionally
we're just not getting the calls. Or they're sliding a little too far inside the zone. That last one was a fucking strike. I don't know what you're looking at there.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-2. Goes
There we
down.
go. Nice
looking.
curveball. Nice curveball.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Matt Theis stands in now and watches strike 1. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point,
come
he's gonna
on.
have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Oh
Foul
my
ball
God.
still 0-2.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
There we go.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
There we
Well,
go.
just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Michael A. Taylor in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Fans
There we go.
another, and that's
There we go.
straight
Let's go.
strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Mariners 4 and the White Sox nothing.
Okay, let's see if we can slow things down here offensively. We have not been great at doing that. Like I said, with the Raley hit, with the Raley home run, it entices me to swing early, and then we put ourselves in bad spots, and it's just, ugh. Okay.
That's in there.
That's fine.
0-1.
That circle changes up in the zone. We're looking a little bit lower.
4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Darn it, early on the sinker. It's going to probably be off the end of the bat. I don't know that we're going to be able to do a whole lot with it, but
That
there
one
we go.
away
That's
and
what we're
set.
looking for. Just a nice take there. There we go.
2 strikes.
Back-to-back sweepers.
Spoils that one, and it
Foul it
remains
off.
2-2.
Three and 2.
There we go. There we go.
That one misses.
All right. Hey,
So
look, see what
leadoff
happens when we slow down? We work ourselves a walk.
Manager out of the dugout.
And they're going to go to the
He's gonna
pen.
make a
All right.
change.
I'm a little surprised that they left him in for that
Apart, and this
last
is
batter.
one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
They bring it in. Oh, they're bringing in. That is so weird. They're bringing in a lefty to face not the lefty that was just up.
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
96 on a
And now it's
fastball,
the switching
89 on a
second
cutter.
baseman, Jorge
Circle change,
Polanco.
85. Curveball, 81.
And first offering is fouled off. Shenton gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Oh, Shenton's not going anywhere.
Liner, base hit.
Actually, kind of like that.
And they hold him at second.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He got a backdoor breaking
All right,
ball.
that's
Really
career hit
easy
number
to give up on that
999 for
pitch, but he
Polanco.
stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
First and second, no outs. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Good read there
It's
at
fine.
second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that will drop foul. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Okay,
In
hey, it's
there
up the line.
safely. It's 5-0.
We worked a walk and then we've been a little too aggressive. Darn it, darn it. Slow down. That's okay. A couple of little bloop shots out there.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Donovan Solano. That's in for a strike.
That's the first hit from our top two in the lineup, so that's a positive.
That's down and in.
Good take.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
He's
Did not hit the button.
The other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And now it's filled up.
It's outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that one ripped to left.
Foul.
And foul ball.
I'm surprised with that PCI that we were able to get some air under that.
Got him. And there's
He got me with a cutter. It's a good cutter on the
Now a
outside.
chance for Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one.
Not a great time to all of a sudden slow down and go, oh, you know what?
Swings and misses.
Why? My thumb. You've betrayed me. God, flip those swings, huh?
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing.
Just an
and a miss.
abysmal
Struck
at bat
him
with
out.
Raley.
That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
That's
But they pick
that's
up one run on the
disgusting.
RBI
I
single,
hate
and
that.
the lead is now 5-0. And we're back, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, there's the
I'm so
three-pitch
irritated with that
strikeout.
at
He
bat.
can do whatever he wants
It
with
was
the
so
baseball.
bad.
Austin
There's
Slater
no
stands
reason
in.
to be
0 for
swinging
1
at
with a
that.
Fly out to center.
Kind of got betrayed there. My own thumb.
There's a strike.
How could it do this to
me?
me?
Strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
There's a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss. Struck
Immaculate
him
inning.
out.
Let's go.
It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Wonder how many immaculate innings I have so far this season. No big deal, just
And
real
welcome
good.
back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. Eater back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Eater measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020.
Darn it.
Just misses with that one.
Good spot.
It's yet again a fastball in the bottom of the zone that gives us some trouble.
By the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
On the ground right side.
It's an okay swing. Obviously, the
In-town
PCI is not at a
ball.
good
And the
spot,
leadoff
but
hitter retired in the
whatever.
5th. Now the left fielder, Dominic Canzone, 1 for 2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards
Dang,
right
dang,
center
dang.
field. And there's 2 down.
We're struggling with that
2 outs,
mid-90s
bases empty.
fastball.
Randy Arozarena up next for the
Not
Mariners.
seeing it very well.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Ball 1.
That's low.
Just
that's low.
missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next
That's ball
pitch
3.
misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Out towards right center field. Robert makes the grab.
That's
and
unfortunate.
the inning.
Didn't need to blast it out of the ballpark, but it's a little unfortunate to see that just being out. It's a long, loud out.
Welcome back as we
All
take a
right,
look
well, look at that. Look at all those
so far this
firsts.
year.
1 second. Gross.
Robert Jr.
Who's better than us? 7.2 hits per 9. I guess, I mean, I throw in the strike zone constantly, so I guess that does make sense. We've had some games where we just can't get,
That one's in
we
there.
just can't get
And
out.
it's 0-1.
It's very,
You know,
it's
these
very
White
weird.
Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Victor Robles was injured. How did Victor Robles get injured?
Dylan
guess
Moore
we're gonna
coming
put
into the
Dylan
game
Moore
now
out
as the
there.
injury
Now
replacement.
playing right field. Number 25.
Man at first.
What happened? Robles. Robles was injured. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, everybody, let's figure this out together. How did Victor Robles get injured? We'll rewind it all the way to the beginning. Okay, here he is. All right. We're running it kind of slow. Okay, all right. If you know how he got injured, tell us in the comment section below.
So
What
up
the
next
fuck?
for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. On the ground right side, and it stays fair. Robert makes the turn at second. Coming home. Save. It's 5-1.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And it's fouled away. Just missed the inside
And
corner.
if he injured his leg, you would think that, you know, the animation would show that.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
In the air, out towards left center, and there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver
That's a
playing
strike.
football.
Dice stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball to the right side.
Okay, not really sure why he threw it to Gilbert, but that's all right.
That ends the inning.
Okay, so
And they
we
limit the damage.
go up
Sox get
5-0,
one RBI
and then we
double.
give up a run.
It's
A couple
now
of hits there.
5-1. It's Major
Right
League
as they were
Baseball,
talking
and
about
it's
how they were
on
still
the
looking for
show.
their first base runner.
Back at right
Leading off
field.
for
New inning
Seattle,
getting
the
started.
designated
Now at the
hitter,
plate,
Austin
Austin
Shenton.
Shenton. Check swing. Did
That's
he
a
go? Yes, he
fucking
did.
horrible
0-1.
swing. I hate it.
Outside
0-1.
low. And that's ball 1.
1-1. That's a ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one
Nope.
missed.
It's inside.
That's inside.
It's a 4-pitch walk. We gave him the strike there.
There's a swing and a drive.
Oh, perfect. Even better
And
than a
looks
walk.
like
A
trouble.
double.
Makes
A
the turn
lefty
and
lefty
heads for
smash
second.
double.
He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
He was all over that one. Great hands on that swing to take
Was
the
that
inside
another-
pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a
That was a
pitch like
cutter
that,
that
Boog.
time.
You can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Next to hit, Jorge Polanco.
Ball.
That's a good
One
take
low.
right there.
Runner at second, nobody out. Check swing, and he went.
Way too
And
early.
it's
That's
1
fine.
and
It wasn't gonna be. It was gonna be a
1.
strike anyway. We can get Polanco hit number 1,000. We had a phantom injury last year, by the way.
This to third.
Darn.
Handles, throws to first, and Polanco is out.
I forget exactly what happened, but
J.P. Crawford.
it was something similar too, where it just there was nothing in the animation that was like.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. They get 1.
That's a horrible play. Way too aggressive.
Here's Dylan Moore. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. That one drilled left field. Ball.
Damn it.
And the 0-1. Late that time. And
Okay,
strike
let's take a
2.
step out.
It might
No
be
ball,
time to
2
choke
strike.
up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that.
Where
And it's
the
a
fuck
strikeout.
were you swinging?
And K is his 3rd of the game.
What
So
were
no
you
runs,
swinging at?
2 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
Idiot ass
9-1
fucking
and
me.
2. Bottom of the 6th. And the batter now, Michael A. Taylor. Swing and a miss.
Good to be aggressive on that
It's
slider.
over.
I'm throwing it a lot on the first pitch, and it's not getting out in a consistent manner.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
There we go.
And a miss, and he struck
That's a
him
really good
out.
use of the curveball,
And
in
that
my
brings
opinion.
him
We
into
go with the
double digits for
slider,
the game.
get him kind of thinking, okay, slider, fastball. We go back to the slider. I think you see it, and then nope.
To have a strikeout
Curveball.
per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good
Yikes.
stuff working on the mound in this one.
Gilbert winds and deals. That's to third. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the White Sox DH, Austin Slater. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swing
We're
and a
averaging
miss.
10
Struck
pitches
him
an
out.
inning.
And it's a
We can
3-up,
get through this
3
whole
inning.
game with
Down in order
just
to the White
Gilbert.
Sox.
Now, I may have
They're down
accidentally
5-1.
skipped through the like the injury thing, so I might have tried to tell us, and I just said no, thank you.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Jared
number
Schuster.
51.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Man, lefty's batting 308 against a lefty. That's a little weird.
Here's the third base.
Righty's batting pretty poorly.
0 for 3 in this one. And the
Counts
first pitch
1-0.
misses for ball 1. And
That's
another
ball 2.
ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right
darn
field.
late.
He just missed it. Tuchman makes
Damn.
the grab, and there's 1 down.
All right, we'll take a look at what Rayleigh did in the first inning. We've been awfully quiet for most of it. That was our first hit of the game. We had 4 hits, 4 runs. And since then, it's been, I guess, 6 hits, 1 run. Not great.
And first pitch fastball.
Shit, I
is
saw
in
exactly
for a
what he
strike.
wanted to do.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Gus Barlin preparing to come on if needed. Gilbert getting
And
cranked up
swung
as
on
well.
that one. It was a
Here's
slider
high fly
outside.
ball out
Darn
to
it.
center. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 down.
What
bases
could have
empty.
been.
Stepping in, Cal Raleigh.
Fucking
And
early again.
foul
God damn it.
ball. And there's the ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
The
Threw that
fuck are you
fastball right
swinging
by him,
at?
Slightly elevated.
Fucking
That's
idiot.
a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the outside corner, got him looking. And
God
1, 2,
damn it.
3 go to Mariners.
God damn it, that's
This
so
one go
irritating.
5-1. Welcome back as we
And
take a
leading
look
off
at how
for the
today's
White
starting
Sox,
pitchers have fared
right
so
fielder,
far.
Mike Tuchman.
Interesting that they put the shadowing on the graphic, by the way. Very weird.
And the first offering, a
Yeah,
fastball
60
for a
pitches
strike.
through
Timing
6
issues can
innings.
snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Puts it away for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Robert
Oh,
at the
one's
plate
the
for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is
Yeah,
in
there we
for
go.
a strike.
He's gotten into
We'll
a
go,
really
we'll
good
go
rhythm,
curveball.
Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as
It
possible.
works.
Keep
There
the
we
momentum
go.
going.
And La Pantera heads back to the dugout after the K. And here is Andrew Vaughn. His splits between April and May there. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That's in for
There
a
we
strike.
go. Needed
Nasty
that.
pitch. That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Hot shot to first base.
And that
he
is
snakes it
exactly
to end the
10
inning.
pitches for the 7th inning.
Shy Sox held in check here. They're down here 5-1. Here on the south
off for the
side, here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Still the lefty.
Schuster back to work. Close,
Nope,
but
that's
called
a
the
ball.
ball. And that's ball one. Schuster.
I feel like
goes
13,000 is
6 feet, 3
generous.
inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Next pitch is
Outside.
outside. Out to short. Dives and he
Ooh.
can't hang on. No throw, and he's on at first.
See what the
Now batting, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
And now the
See if we
center
can pull
fielder,
up the-
Randy Arozarena. First pitch,
Inside
and he just
Inside.
misses.
10,000. 10,000 for what would have been yesterday's game.
And that one
Well, thank
fouled
God that
off.
was foul.
Canzone aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Ooh, okay. I thought that was.
Well,
I actually thought that was a
think he's
wider.
Trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way.
It didn't
but
miss.
He looked a little shocked for a second there.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Now batting, the designated
Score that a hit or an
Austin
error?
Shenton.
And now the DH, Austin Shenton. Fought off foul. And
I got 1 ball,
downstairs.
1 strike.
Bro.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Take a step out. Take a step out. Step
No
out.
outs. Runners at first and second. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And that
Ball
one is
inside.
There we
inside.
go.
Line drive. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman.
So digging in.
All right,
Jorge
Polanco looking for hit number
Could be a
1,000.
big moment for him right here. He's sitting on 999 hits.
Ball,
One
that's
away
inside.
from adding a comma to that total.
The lefty to 1-0. The other way. Fair ball. Coming home. One run across. Coming home. He'll score 2 runs.
There it
earned.
is. Hit number
It's
1,000 is a 2-run double
That is
for
his
Jorge
1,000th
Polanco.
Major League hit. A
Let's
nice
go.
moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good. You know that number's in front of you for a long time, and you can't get there fast enough. Good for him.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And And that one is lifted in the air. Tuckman right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2
That's the
gone.
second time Crawford's had a
Right fielder, Dylan Moore.
Dylan Moore
fly
up
out to
next
kind
for
of
the
deep right,
Mariners.
and it's just advanced a
Struck
runner
out
to
on just
third.
3 pitches last time.
This one in the air right field. Tuckman
Darn,
pulls
okay,
it down,
that stayed up in the air a
and
little bit
that is
longer.
that. 2 runs,
Moore's
3
only
hits,
seen
no
3
errors,
pitches.
and 1 left. Last
Or
half
4
of the 8th
pitches.
coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the White Sox 1.
So 9 hits for 3 runs after our first inning
Well, this
explosion.
game isn't very
And
close,
leading off
Singy.
the
Let's see
White
if we got any
Sox,
messages
the
from those
shortstop,
tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then, and I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Gets a piece
Fuck
there.
off,
We'll do it
come
again.
on.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
Yeah,
only- yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. See ya.
Wow.
Strikes him out
Wow,
for the
that
second
part of the
time
zone
today.
really opened up in those last
Hitters
2
aren't thrown
pitches.
by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds.
God
You want to
dang
keep
it,
that
come
front
on,
foot
let me get a-
consistent for the batter.
let me get a
Those
ground
swings are
ball.
hesitant, and that's exactly what you want.
14
Here
strikeouts.
is Michael A. Taylor. His righty-lefty splits there.
Taylor.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count. 8-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Oh, he doesn't get the
Ooh,
call.
that's a strike.
And the count's even at 2.
That's a strike.
And a good eye there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Montgomery off of first with 2 away. That's a base hit.
That is
Throws
frustrating.
stops the
That should have been a
lead runner at
strikeout.
second. 2 on and 2 out. So up next, Josh Rojas. Ball 1, no strikes. Right through there for a
Oof,
strike.
that was a
Goodness, I think he
real,
just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location.
really, really
I don't
bad
know if you
pitch
take
right
that
there.
pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 on, 2 outs. In the air out to center. Polanco on the move. Makes the grab. And that'll do it. This
All
one
right, probably won't get him all the way
decided at this
through
point.
through
3-4.
9. I'd like to maybe
It's the
try, but
Mariners 7 and the White Sox 1.
it'd be good to save the bullpen.
Pitching for the
We're
White
back.
Sox.
It's the top of the 9th. And
Gus
there's a new pitcher
Varland,
on the mound.
as we enter the
Gus
9th,
Varland.
we're up 7 to
Well,
1.
someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the number 2
98 on a
hitter,
fastball,
Donovan
91 on a
Solano.
slider.
0 for 4,
Circle change at
2
90.
groundouts, a fly out, and a strikeout. And ball 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Taylor makes the grab, 1 down. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. And he grounds one to the
Oh,
right
double
side.
poop.
Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. Foul ball
That's too
there.
aggressive. Early. Yeah, very early.
Next offering
That's
is
even
fouled back.
worse.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tachman under it. And that is that.
It's so frustrating. All right, we'll head bottom 9. I didn't put anybody up in the bullpen, so we'll go ahead and just let it roll.
Back here on the south side. All set for the bottom of the ninth. At the plate, Austin Slater. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
Come on.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Fuck off, dude.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Solano pulls that one down, and there's one
Now
down.
batting, right
Here's
fielder,
Mike Tachman. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flying to center. And a strike in there.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's Luis Robert. And that drops in for a strike.
101 pitches, just missed the Battix. But that's an achievement / trophy for a different game.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-2 now. Gilbert is just 1 strike away.
There we go.
Swing and a miss,
Okay.
And that is the ball game.
So I do what we want to do in this game, in this series. We put a good amount of, we put a good distance between us. We get off to a hot start. I was too aggressive swinging the ball, or swinging the bat, excuse me, and it just wasn't, it wasn't the complete game that I was looking for, but we got out to a 4-0 lead, and we kind of cruised from there. We get Arozarena his 100th home run, finally. We get
John Shambi saying so long.
Polanco hit number 1,000. And we pick up a 7-1 victory. 13 hits, 7 runs. And an injury, a mysterious injury that we will learn more about, which I can't believe actually happened. Go ahead and just skip those highlights because we already know what happened. Logan Gilbert gets your win, full complete game, 15 strikeouts, 4 hits, no walks, 1 earned on his line. And Arozarena 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 runs knocked in and 2 runs scored. Luke Raley 2 for 5 with a home run. Polanco 2 for 4 with a double. He knocked in 2. Dominic Canzone 2 for 4. He scored twice. Jonathan Cannon 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 earned in the loss. Andrew Vaughn was 1 for 3. Luis Robert Jr. was 1 for 4. Montgomery 1 for 3. Rojas 0 for 4. Not really sure why they pointed him out for that strikeout. Vaughn had a double and an RBI. Let's go ahead and confirm the exit. I will actually close my camera so we can see. Actually, here, what we'll do is we will take this and we'll put it down here because I don't know what it is. That way, just in case. Okay, 2083 in our XP path. We're just working to 1,000 subs. Gross. Victor Robles sustained an injury, strained finger. He'll be out for a day or 2. All right. Cool. So we win back-to-back games 7-1, and we are ready for a sweep. That'll be tomorrow here on the channel as I re-center myself up there. Martin Perez is looking like who we're going to be facing. Let's rip a pack real quick. Silver. Yeesh. Not a great pack, but we get a great win. Brian Wu on the bump tomorrow, 6-0 with a 1.76 ERA. Martin Perez, 2-3 with a 4.01 ERA as we look for the sweep of the Chicago White Sox before heading off to a 4-game set against the Houston Astros. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe right over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Baseball right here every single day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Up there, a video for you to enjoy. Maybe it's a best for you. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.